come back and maybe debut some of it on the show when you get it in the can. Well, put us down on your.
One of my favorite things I have is my new singing pen. I don't know if you sing my new singing pen, but I sing the national anthem. It's a pen that you can write with. It's a total conversation piece, and it's on my website. It's a Joy Villa singing pen. It's limited edition. Yeah, you go to joyvilla.com/store. That's joyvilla.com/store.
That's cool. That is very cool.
That is cool. I'll have to check that out.
But the thing is, every time you write something, do you have to then take your hat off and put your hand over your heart because the pen is playing the national anthem?
Of course, you have to show.
You're not going to get anything accomplished then.
You'll have blood circulating.
It's all about respect, man.
That's right. You'll get respect accomplished.
I love it, Joy.
I love it. That's great.
Now, are you currently in tour anywhere?
I am planning a tour, actually. The first stop will be my hometown. I moved to Los Angeles. I was hopping around. I was in New York, and I still hop around all the time. I'm always in D.C. and Florida, but now I'm in Los Angeles. We just moved to West Hollywood, and I will definitely be touring here starting the end of the year. So you can, and then maybe I'll get out to you guys as well, hopefully.
Well, yeah, see if you can be sure to try and get Phoenix, Tempe, Arizona area, and maybe Naples, Fort Myers, Florida for my co-host, John Bon Jovial. We'd love to meet you in person.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
That would be incredible. I think we can put that down. That would be fun.
Okay, I have a question for you, my darling, and that is this.
Yes.
I ask this question of everybody, and it really is, some people might think it whimsical, but I do actually take it very seriously, and that is, who influences you? What are you all about? Who or what is your muse when it comes to creating your music?
Well, I would definitely say energy, people. I would say that spiritual energy you get from speaking with people, interacting with people. And I like to see what is current, what's affecting people right now. And it's sort of the more I read and hear personal stories, the more it influences my music, because I feel like as a writer, I don't want to just tell my perspective on things, but I want to tell other perspectives. So, someone going through a heartbreak or someone who feels like they can't win in life, I want to write that song to encourage that person that they can win and that they will get through those hard times. Or the song that just cries with them. But it's really human emotion. It's being human, it's being sensitive, being an artist. That's my job. And that's what influences me.
Do you consider yourself to be a complete and total original, or do you let other people influence you and put that that kind of style into your music, trying to employ maybe something that Adele, or a particular phrase that Adele might use, not a verbal phrase, but a musical phrase, or with Beyonce, or even some of the older stuff like Tommy James or anything like that.
I would never copy them. I'm just kidding. Of course. Of course. Anyone who says they're not influenced by other great artists, is lying, point blank period. I love listening to other artists. Adele, love her bluesy, heartbreak music. I'm really influenced by the older singers, the Motown era, Dinah Washington. I'm really the Pointer Sisters. You get a lot of the old school stuff I listen to. Even Frank Sinatra, I was raised listening to Old Blue Eyes. And some of the modern stuff as well, But David Bowie in the 70s, I have to say, Led Zeppelin, that's probably my biggest influence, 70s era rock, also 80s rock, like Queen. I covered We Are the Champions by Queen. I did a live cover. That's on my YouTube, and it's also for sale. And a lot of people like that one. I love rock and roll. I love having a good time.
I never would have guessed.
I was listening to your song.
I know, I'm so inhibited and shy.
Sure. I was listening to Devil in the City, and and the reason why I asked you that question that I did was because there was a very almost imperceptible flavor of Etta James in there, and I was just wondering if you did that on purpose, or is that a happy accident?
I think it's a happy accident. Well done for you, for your ears. I love Etta James. I definitely am influenced by the soulful black singers of that time. I mean, really, there's nothing like it. There's never been anything like it. But Etta, that's a compliment. That's a huge
Yeah, she could do
accident.
no wrong as far as I was concerned.
I know. She was really one of the best singers, I think, of her generation.
No,
but
she's
I
a classic
definitely
artist.
try to inject as much soul and get that classic feel. And a lot of my stuff is moving towards more of the Motown classic feel with a lot of people say 90s. I make the static was more 90s, a little more Alanis, Alanis Morissette. And I feel like that's where I sort of sit. But when I push myself, I get more soulful and gritty and kind of growl. And, Devil in the City is about those men and the women, but it's talking about the Weinstein types, the ones that take advantage of the men and women that come to Hollywood. And they fall into this trap, and they get used, they get abused, and they don't know who to talk to. So this is really, it's about a small-town girl who, against her parents' wishes, goes to Hollywood and ends up, falling down that rabbit hole. It's a very common story.
Joy, we've only got a couple of minutes left. I've got a couple more things I want to ask you. I know we talked that we were going to focus on your music, and we've been doing that, but I just cannot resist asking you this one off the music cuff question because I saw it.
Sure.
I'm intrigued by the concept, and I'm just wondering, are you really seriously considering running for Congress?
Great question. I was seriously considering it. I actually opened up an exploratory committee for my hometown of Florida. I moved there as a kid and have a lot of family in Florida, big connections out there, Miami to Tampa, Jacksonville, all over. So I opened up an exploratory committee and was looking into it. Right now, with the projects I have open, I have a book and a tour and all the things going on. It's not the right time. But in the future, I possibly might still run. Politics is a big part of my life, and I look to get even more active in the next coming years.
Wonderful. And we look forward to having you come back and see us again with your new music or whatever you've got going on. We'd love to have you come back and see us again. Before we let you go, the last question is this. Tell us a little bit about this next song we're going to play because it's a complete change of pace from what we heard in Devil in the City, this one called Home Sweet Home.
Oh, yeah, Home Sweet Home. And these are both off my newest EP called Home Sweet Home. This one is all about traveling the world. I really did everything in that song except for Meet the Queen. That's on my bucket list. But I found out that all these beautiful countries, all this traveling, honestly, when I come back to America, that's where I feel home. And that's why I love America. So that's my love song to the USA.
Wonderful. Joy, thank you so much for coming, spending time with us, and telling us about your career and everything we do. And seriously look forward to having you come back again in the very near future. Joy Villa, ladies and gentlemen, and here she is. It's called Home Sweet Home.
Dreaming as a kid, life was better somewhere else. Saved my money for so long, so that I could see the world. Thought the magic was out there, somewhere very far away. I've been all around the globe, and I'm standing here today. America, your freedom is everything to me. No matter where I travel, America, home sweet home to me. Sing karaoke in Japan, saw the stars in Mexico, got a tan the south of France, sailed through Venice on a boat, met Her Majesty in London, walked the Spanish steps of Rome. Fell in love with Paris, but I still miss my home. America, your freedom America, home sweet home to me. From sea to shining sea, your mighty flag will wave. I'm proud to say I'm free, thanks to all the brave. America, your freedom is everything to me. No matter where I travel there, no place I'd rather be. America, home sweet home, you'll always be my home sweet home. America, home sweet home to me.
Joy Via, thank you so much. Thank you, listeners, for joining us again this week. Be back next week. We'll have another fun show for you. John Bon Jovial, take us home.
Great music today. Great guests. Really enjoyed it, David. Thank you, everybody. It was just great having you with us today. The David Bowers Awards is heard around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and also from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona. And we are available for free on Blog Talk Radio and YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spreaker, Amazon Alexa devices, and also a lot of these other silly platforms that are out there that are just too numerous to mention. Be sure to follow us on our Facebook page and also on Twitter, and join us next week for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ FM 106.3 Rochester Free Radio and Blog Talk Radio, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and of course 7 p.m. Greenwich time for all you international bon vivants for more great indie music and talk with the artists that make it all happen. So until next week for the David Bowers Awards and the David Bowers himself, Nick the Geek, and myself, I am yours truly, John Bon Jovial, the legendary one. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.